According to Mike Garofalo, the Jets are signing Tyler Conklin. Sources tell me that and rap sheets, another tight end to add to the Joe Douglas and co after adding CJ Ozema. So this is actually a great signing for the Jets. Now the Jets bringing in CJ Ozema and Tyler Conklin, two young, amazing, outstanding tight ends this last year, and that will help out Zach Wilson's tremendously. So yeah, I guess I'm a Jets fan now. I mean, I respect Tyler Conklin for what he did for this team this last year. After what happened with Irv Smith Jr., his injury, Tyler Conklin played in all 17 games last year for us and had a great year. I mean, hats off to him. Now he's primarily a blocking tight end and can make some plays in the red zone. Now he's by no means like a star starting tight end, but at the end of the day, him stepping up for Irv Smith Jr. did a great job, and him still being on his rookie deal did a great job. He had an amazing year and now deserved himself earned himself this next contract. Not sure how big the contract is if the Jets overpaid on him, but still, just having Zach Wilson throwing to two big body players like Tyler Conklin and CJ Ozema is great for the Jets organization. So thank you, Tyler Conklin, for what you've done for this team, and I will cheer for you with the Jets. But outside of that, although I wanted the Vikings to bring Tyler Conklin back, it's not a massive miss because obviously Irv Smith Jr. is still, whether Tyler Conklin was on our roster or not, he's still expected and going to be our starting tight end next season. And hopefully we can see a great season from him and he can stay healthy, because that's been the problem with Irv Smith Jr. When healthy, has shown what he can do. When healthy, has had a great, amazing first couple of years. But again, the injuries are holding him back, and that's the reason why he's still on his rookie contract, despite him being a second-round pick going into his fourth year. So with Irv Smith Jr., I would expect that he gets a lot more targets this upcoming season, especially with Kevin O'Connell leading this offense. Loves to put the ball in the quarterback's hand to pass, and we saw what he did with Tyler Higbee this last year. Tyler Higbee was a big name tight end this last year because of what Kevin O'Connell did with him and able to utilize him into the offense. And I'd expect to see the same thing with Irv Smith Jr., who is, from what we've seen the first couple of years, a lot better than Tyler Higbee. Not at all sure who the tight end that we signed from the Rams are. I believe it was like their third, fourth string tight end. Worked with Kevin O'Connell in the past, and he's going to be our tight end on our team. I don't know if he's going to be our tight end 2, tight end 3, tight end 4, something like that, but I'd assuming he's going to be mostly a blocking tight end, because I haven't heard of him, so I'm assuming he doesn't get very many targets. But I don't know what happened with Zach Davidson is my question here, because Zach Davidson was a 4th-round draft pick this last year, and he played no snaps this last year. Meanwhile, we have a guy by the name of Luke Stalker going out and getting snaps, getting reps. Like, what happened to Zach Davidson? Could someone explain to me what happened to this guy? Because we drafted him in the 4th round, and he didn't get one target this last year. It's the same thing we did with when we traded for the Jets tight end this last year, how he got no targets. I mean, I just don't know how the Vikings have not been able to use tight ends. And this is why Tyler Conklin, I respect him for leaving this team. I'm assuming that the Vikings didn't even give him an offer knowing our Vikings team and let Tyler Conklin walk. But still, he's going to have a great career with the Jets. Him playing alongside CJ Ozema and Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson loves to throw to his big body tight ends, and that's what he needs, because that guy's problem has been hitting players in their wingspan. And when you got a player with as big of a wingspan, as big as a catch radius as Tyler Conklin, it's going to be a lot easier for Zach Wilson there. This is kind of the same thing we've seen the Patriots do the last decade. And the reason why the Patriots have been so successful is because they signed players with massive wingspans, huge catch radiuses, and it helps out the quarterback.